Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this educational video. I thought it's time to again make one of those where basically I show you a naked chart without the market structure, and I just explain certain phenomena which you can analyze yourself with a naked chart only. Now please understand, that's a bit of a disclaimer. Nothing I show you in this video constitutes some kind of complete trading strategy or setup, yeah? So I do not encourage anyone to trade such phenomena from a naked chart for obvious reasons, because the way the scenarios unfold, as you can see from my live trade videos, depends fully on the known factors, yeah? The dump money flow, the dump money positions, stop accumulations, the net dump money allocation, the medians, etc., 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 yes? So, but still, what you can do in order to improve your overall tape reading skills and also your general understanding of the market is you can always take a naked price chart and look at it from the perspective of a causality trader. Of course, it's advised that you should actually have live stream access. But let me show you a few things here and try to keep this video rather short because some people they don't like long videos neither. So this here, let me draw in this area. So that's a typical post stop hunt setup scenario, yeah, and I've shown this with the causality in other videos. So we have a high, the smart money attacks the high and cleans it out by overshooting, then the price completely exhausts and falls back into the range. So this is what we call a post-stop hunt setup. So we wait for the exhaustion and take some pips off by shorting back towards the range. Okay, this is one specific setup. I have shown you in the short-term video fake support, fake resistance. Let me explain that. Here we have a nice one. Look at that, almost textbook. So we have 1, 2, 3 lows. And this is, by the way, in our chart of dollar cut. So 1, 2, 3. So stop accumulate there. What happens? This is not real support and there's no reversal, but boom, smart money attacks the lows, cleans them out, undershoots heavy and takes out those stops. Okay. Now in this particular incident, we have this happening several times because guess what? These fake support traps are in the context of a failed reversal market structure, which I've also shown before. So what's going on here? Obviously, you know that with the naked chart only after the fact, not live, but several times the dumb money tries to buy the market and gets kicked out, you see? And the smart money several times lures the dumb money into buying the market, like here, you see? Oh, look, the support, the low got retested, buy, boom, killed. And I've shown you many times by now actually that this happens over and over again. You see? Failed support, boom. Failed support. Right? And even down here, look how nasty that is. So even the ones who were patient and wait until the low gets retested, you see, like, they're still gonna clean those out. Because guess what? They're full price control. Why shouldn't they make this huge drop? And that's of course also how Forex trends actually are established. There are 3 different scenarios. One of them is failed reversals. The dumb money keeps on buying by the smart money keeps on luring them into buying and kicking them out. Okay. So these are 3 different things to consider. Post-stop hunt moves, failed reversal moves, and I've shown you last time also, I've shown you in the market structure video in Euro Dollar, I've shown you the dumb money switches, so the actual reversals, which happen down here, but for the naked chart reader, this can't be seen, but The money switches from long to short. They say, okay, you know what? There's so much momentum. I sell then. And guess what happens? They change and they finally do a reversal move up. They do some kind of grail pattern, you see. So this grail move, this grip move, as I call them, has created this grail pattern. And guess what? They went for all these target plateau levels, as I call them. Look, 1, 2, 3. Taken. I should put them in a different color. You don't get confused. Those are red. Right? Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Taken out. 1, 2, 3. Well, they're not aligned. So it's a bit of a wedge, but still there's a grail, you see. Boom. Now look at that. That's important for what I will show you now. This high. Dang. You see that? First killed all the fake support levels, then killed all the fake resistance levels. And that results in this kind of grail pattern. Now this grail pattern wasn't completed because there are still open grail plateaus, as you can see. But, you know, 50%, a good 50% was killed. Okay, so this is the general dynamic in any forex market. There are other phenomena, but these are some of the important ones. Now, what I wanted to show you today is because we had recently really those squeeze moves, okay, like here in pound yen. Let me show you that. So we have the same dynamic going on. Okay, here this is an hour, sorry, a 30-minute chart. Let me go to the hour chart of pound yen. So we have consolidations, we have ranging, blah blah blah, back and forth. Yes, we have the same games I've shown you before in dollar cut, of course, you know. But what happens then? Like most recently, and that kills a lot of traders, and I explain to you why. Look at this. Boom. This is a look from the low, which was September, October last year, to the high 1,650 pips. Went from 132.99 all the way up to 149.5. Now, even if you say, well, let's just take the last bit of the move, okay? From this low here, 136 up to the high was 1,370 pips. This is a classical squeeze move, okay? It's a stop hunt in form of a trend over days and days and days and weeks, killing all kinds of reversal systems. And let me just add some indicator to this chart. Okay. Look, I mean, most short-term traders, okay, they have some kind of reversal system going on. And let me just change the color so you can see that better. And what's happening is, yeah, they try to trade the signals. Like here, the green long signals and the red short signals up there. And over consolidating periods, and remember, most of the time the market is in some kind of ranging mode. So these signals are not too bad. Look at that, not too bad. And this is a 4-hour chart. You see long, 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 short, 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 short. Okay, so excuse me. Here some consolidations are going on. Those signals are not too bad overall. Buy here, sell here, buy here, buy here, sell here, sell here. And these are not repainting, so not too bad. So you can collect some pips. Now what's the big issue with this? Look at that. This is the issue. Oi, 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 oi. That is the issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 signals which were killed. Those 2 you could get out of. So let's go here. This one. So here in this consolidation, yeah, the signals were right, you see. Some good signals in this consolidation period. Can I change this? Yeah. But then what happens is suddenly this huge uptrend occurs. And when you go to the forward chart, you see like with not many pullbacks, you see. So you could even draw in like, look at this trend line like this. Trend line like this. Trend line like this. You see that? So they even respect several trend lines with increasing slope. So it means like the dumb money shorties who got caught in here, they don't get a chance to get out of this bloody thing. You understand? They try to short again and to get a better price, and boom, the price doesn't give them a chance. It doesn't do a pullback which is deep enough for them to get out of this. They get trapped. So you will ask, okay, so Jesus, why does this happen all of a sudden? Well, let me show you what you can do on a very basic level. And again, this is not enough to trade, but just for you to understand. Zoom out, go to the longer time frame. Ah, look at that. Day chart, week chart. And now that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So why the heck was there this consolidation and suddenly they broke out like crazy as if there's no tomorrow? Okay, and with loads of momentum. Well, here's your answer. So with this move, that high got killed. That whole plateau with those highs got killed. That high got killed. And even those, look, we talk about June 2018, ladies and gentlemen. These are long-term targets. Look at that here. Killed. You see that? This was May 2018. Almost 3 years ago. Sorry, not quite. You see, so looking at that, and you can even see it on a day chart. But let me zoom out, otherwise you can't see it. There you go. So the one thing that's going on is eventually, and at some point, and without the market causality, it's not easy to say when this point is, of course. But remember, there's fractality in the markets in the sense that when you have accumulations of dumb money, longies and shorties and stops, eventually those targets needs to be taken, as I've shown you for a long time now. The smart money algos need to follow their rules in order to make sure that the dumb money gets pulled into drawdown, that the stops get taken, that they get margin calls, that they get loaded on the wrong side on the market, etc. This happens in the short term as well as the medium term and the long term, of course. And you can see that on the day charts as well on the live stream, because there you see the long-term positions of the dumb money. Okay, some try to hold over weeks, months, years, even, believe it or not, and they get accounted for. You understand? The fractality is incorporated by the manipulators. So in a sense, the manipulation is actually fractal. So despite their little differences across time frames, that there's certain short-term games they can't really play on the longer time frames, etc., there is still fractality and scaling and self-sufficiency, as it's called in fractal science. You understand? So, of course, even if they do the short-term games, some stops and positions of the dumb money get stuck. And at some point they can be taken out by the smart money algos. And that's what happened. So they do the normal short-term games, and eventually they are able to, you know what, there's now dumb money tolerance, or there are, you know, like shorties alert into the market overall, and we are just going for the long-term target. And they can't do that every day or every week or every month, obviously. Yeah, for some pairs not even every year, but eventually they will do it. And that's what happened here. So that's why so many traders lost so hardcore in the last 4 or 5 weeks, because they have their reversal system based on ranging price action, and they worked well so far, but now they get crushed, and the system shows them sell again, sell again, sell again, sell again, and they sell, 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 and they get more losses. You understand? So it's a squeeze. The shorties get squeezed out of the market, and at the same time, people get lured into market trying to sell again, because guess what? Here this looked a cheap entry, here this looks like a cheap entry, here it looks like a cheap entry. We are far above the average daily range, etc. That's what the system shows. So people are going more and more on the wrong side, pushing without knowing with the selling activity the market up, because the algos push the market up against them, and they go for those highs, which have been cleaned. That's why today I was able to make a nice short trade on the lower time frame, because guess what? After those high, again, post stop hunt scenario, the same like in the short term, after these long term targets have been taken and even the high has been cleaned, boom, of course you can take this one, right? Well, that was a juicy 60 pips. I got like 50 out of this. You see? So that's fractal trading in a way, I know, but the same way I've shown you before the stubborn scenario, it went here in a fractal manner. I should actually call this video fractal chart analysis, maybe because of that. Right? And the same thing happened in the other markets. Look at that. Look at that day chart. This is Aussie yen. From the low, my God, 25. And from the low here, from November 2020. So the same thing happened. Now here, and that can show on a week chart, Aussie yen. That's why I had drawn this level in there, because it was a nice target. This is a completed grail pattern. You see, almost. I mean, if it takes this level, which I don't think it will, but this would be a completed grail pattern, which is also rather rare. But come on, it's over 80% filled, so this is a V. Very rare price formation, by the way. You do not find many Vs, and the reason for that is that the retesting and fake support, fake resistance is what they like. So that's one of the rare incidences where you have some kind of reversed head and shoulders pattern kind of thing. Yeah, and that's why people get killed in such market scenarios. But look at that, by the way, look at that. Even on the bloody week chart. Look at that, guys and girls. Look. 1, 2, boom! Fake support. This was played over years. You understand? That's fascinating, by the way, that they can do the short-term games next to the long-term games, and they can apply similar tricks to long-term and short-term traders. That's quite fascinating, isn't it? So here, what's going on? Those targets have been cleaned. Again, I should use a different color. Don't confuse anyone. Okay, cleaned. Cleaned. Even that one, look at that. Even those ones all cleaned up. So then, you know, to say, okay, I after this crazy move without any real pullbacks, I gonna take a pause and set up and take some pips out of the market. Of course you can do that. Look at those moves. No real pullbacks here. And understand, these are the moves which destroy your reversal system and reversal strategy, okay? And the problem is that many people who trade those reversals, and they either don't use stops or they use consequent trades, and that's a problem. Because if they don't use stops, the pip amount of loss they collect by trying to trade a reversal is way higher than all the little pips they collected in the consolidation. That's, by the way, also a big secret. People don't understand it. They underestimate that. Let me show you that as well, because that's really good knowledge. You see, so look, you see this consolidation period here, yeah, some highs, some lows, some kind of ranging price action going on, right? Okay, you may take some pips off those, yeah? You bought, sold, 20, 20, 20, 30, 40, whatever, okay. Maybe you get stopped out, minus 60, whatever. This net amount you collected with very hard trading work over quite some time period gets completely destroyed by a move like this. Okay, if you get squeezed and you have a short trade, and even if you're not over leveraged, yeah, if it retested the high here, you think, okay, I short this loss here most likely exceeds by far any profits you collected in those consolidating periods. That, by the way, is a big problem of most systems. Okay, just to add a bit of value here and giving you a bit of a meta knowledge as well when it comes to trading systems, why people overall lose so much. Okay, because even if that system worked well over some period, or the manual trading or automated, whatever it is, gets smashed by those squeezes. And that happens, you can see across the board, people having really bad performance in the last weeks, month, because they don't account for this, because that's a rare occurrence overall. Yeah, I mean, overall, look, don't forget this is a weak chart. So even a weak chart, look, with some consolidation. Okay, here we have another trend, then downtrend, then a consolidation, but everything kind of moves within certain price areas, price channels, right? Here with some consolidation going on, you see. So whenever there's something going on, prices go back and forth. Then of course here we have a squeeze the other way. Let me elaborate on this one as well, because again, look, this is a weak chart, and you can, all the concepts I've shown you in this video, you can directly apply to this long-term chart. So let's start. And that's something you can do at home. Okay, so this low took this low, yeah. So this is no real clean fake support, but look at this here, those plateaus, I love to clean those. They have a lot of appetite for this. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. And here, look at that. Nice plateau, yummy, boom. So, okay, reversed gray pattern. This gray pattern is not only completed but even overshot, which is also rare. So they, well, yeah, pretty much. Look, this low here from 2001, by the way. Okay, we're talking long term here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, they took it. Look at that. They took it. Oh my God, exactly as if it's like, look, plant. They cleaned with this pin. They cleaned the low from 2001 there. You see? Once cleaned, and all these stops and longies were killed with this squeeze move down, retest and normalization. So we know already this was a dumb money switch. Okay? So these here, okay, I should show you that as well since I'm here. Why not? How do I do this? Yeah, you know what? Let me take, look, here, this. Let me make this green, so that's dumb money longies, okay? Boom. This is what's going on, guys. Longies are buying. These are green bars. You understand? On the causality. Longies are buying. Longies are buying. Longies are buying. Longies are buying, okay? So here there are the longy positions on the y-axis of the market causality. Let me do it green as well so you don't get confused. Okay, the longies bought here, this one bought here, this one bought here, this one bought here. We have our bars on the y-axis on the market causality. So longy activity, trying to buy a breakout. Longies think, you know what, those are highs here. We have momentum. The price is gonna go up and exceed those highs. And that's exactly why this is the opposite happens. You understand? And again, so longies bought, they put their stops here. Right. Longies bought. And they put their stops here. This one says, you know what, I put a tight stop. Boom. And this one says, you know what, I have my stops nice and white. Boom. And it's not funny, you know, this is the smart money stealing money off unsuspecting dumb money traders. Nothing funny about that, by the way. Who knows what kind of damages people occurred, what kind of stories happened out of this particular one, you know what I mean? So, okay, so a failed reverse, dumb money accumulates, okay, and probably, so before we had some shorties, they got killed with the up move. Well, let me show that as well. Let me make them red. So, dumb money sells, dumb money sells, dumb money sells. They sold here, they sold here. This one got a better price. Okay, so they induced a a counter move by the smart money, pushing up, taking out the shorties. Shorties kicked out of the market, stopped out, margin call, etc. Longies come to the market, so it's some dumb money switch. And what happens? Boom, smart money pushes down. Completes the gray pattern, takes out all those targets, even on the long-term chart, with this massive move. 5. You understand? So in the last video I've shown you the failed reversal scenario, the dumb money switch scenario. And here I show you basically again all the tricks like the fake support, fake resistance, but also the squeeze moves. So by doing that, by switching between consolidation and squeezes, they get everyone, you understand? But which one is more important follows their priority catalog, so to speak. If they're massive longies, it's worth them pushing the price completely down. Right, and along the way, of course, I do the usual thing, take stops, blah, 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 the usual game. This pound Swissy, same thing is going on. Look at that. For our chart, this is December. Look at that. Not, yeah, here, especially pay attention to this, you know, I mean, here at least, a bit of pullbacks at least, but here, look at this part. Here they sealed the deal. This is a seal the deal move, I should call it like that. Look at that. Almost no pullback, just finishing off everyone who got caught short here. You understand? So shorty sell here, shorty sell here. Excuse me, here already shorty sell, shorty sell, shorty sell, shorty sell, shorty sell. Oh, these guys are already trapped in the market. You can see it beautifully with the causality. Market is full of shorties. So what does the smart money do? Short squeeze up against those shorties, kicking them out. These ones at the stops here. These ones put the stops here above the high as they read in the book. These ones, they put it far away. All of these poor ones, boom, get killed with this move. So, you may say, well, it's almost impossible to trade the bloody market. Well, I mean, there's a reason why 95% lose. There are ways, but you need to understand the manipulation. Okay, I've seen recently, there was a particular trader I was looking at, and he had some cool approach and a good rationale and good tools, and he completely got wiped because, look, his tools were good for a good time period, but his whole approach didn't take into account what happens when you have suddenly several squeezes in one go and you get completely smashed. That's exactly what happened. And leverage, you have, if the number one killer in Forex is leverage, over leveraging. If you leverage too high, you collect some dollars along the way, you feel like the master of the universe, and then you get killed. Okay, unless you take an early loss, which is also, of course, difficult, but you need to decide, you know, how you approach the market. Otherwise, you know, if you over leverage, you get caught in here, you blow. Simple as that. So, and look at that. You get it? Zoom out, day chart. Just clear it up to give you a better picture. I love that. I should have done it a long time ago. People like that stuff, I think. Look at that. Huh? What were they thinking here? That's what they wanted, and that's what they got. They had a feast, these guys. You see? So, with this move, they killed all these targets. Like in a turkey shoot. Well, this one, and even this one. So hopefully you now understand better why you had a bad month or why you got caught. Okay. So people were smiling when we were here in this consolidation area. Okay. Running out of shapes. Yeah, nice consolidation. Ah, sell, sell, buy, sell, buy. Yoo-hoo! And then kaboom, breakout. Now you see in this particular picture how breakout systems get killed as well as consolidations, you see? Because obviously that looks like a nice breakout, okay, for once, after a very long time period, but if you try to trade those breakouts here, head fake, head fake, head fake. Loser, 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 loser. Now if you try to trade the consolidation, winner, 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 loser. And obviously the consolidation is not linear. Otherwise that would be easy. This high took exactly those high and fell back into the range, you see, and took those two in one go. This one typical head fake, okay? People think, we attack the high, buy. The money switch, shorties to longies, boom, all the way down. As I've shown you before, lookouts, how similar to Aussie yen. The Aussie yen example I've shown you just before. It's the same thing here in pound Swissy on the day chart, you see? Now without the market causality, you don't really know. Is it a real breakout? Because guess what? If this market would have been full of dumb money shorties, yeah, who sold and wanted to trade this into the range, selling, what would have happened? You guessed it. Kaboom! Breakout to the upside. I've shown that before. It depends on the dumb money. But we didn't have shorties coming in, so we had longies coming in. So back into the range we go. And guess what? All the way down. Even, look, people who put the stops here, even below the low from the consolidation, bam, they go for it. Look at this killer move. So, yeah. People, you know, that charge you money for giving you courses and showing you these kind of things, blah, blah, blah. Here you get this for free, so please at least leave a like if that has helped you. If that's value, look, I want to know as well. Is that value to you? if I explain that and do it like that, let me know, please. Doesn't cost you anything, okay? This is not part of any course. This is just free content. It takes my time and effort. I love that stuff. I love Forex, as you can see. And I hope that comes across. But if it has helped you to understand that, please let me know. If not, let me know as well. Now, I understand that all these things, the main conclusion is, okay, there's a reason why the odds are so against you, right? Because the algos are so efficient of the smart money cartel that they take all this into account. And you, by having some awareness regarding those particular phenomena, it may help you in some situations. Of course, if you're afraid of this squeeze move, you may be afraid to take those short trades, let's say. And if you have a system which lives from doing those short trades, you know, I mean, okay, and take a loss, you know what I mean? Like, but here you see, since this is a day chart, why systems suddenly get destroyed, because this system worked well for some time period. This didn't work well in this period even though we have some kind of consolidation going on, the pip values in the range is completely different. You see? Even the trade setups. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This guy's a system destroying dynamics. You understand? Okay, Jesus Christ, 36 minutes. I wanted to make it short, but I get carried away. But this is just nice because you can see that this is what's going on, right? So if you suffered, if your EA went through a hard period, if your system gave you many wrong signals in a row, if you got stopped out, if you had drawdowns, margin calls, you got caught in a classical the money squeeze. You were on the wrong side of the market, and the smart money got you. Be smarter. Stay safe. Goodbye.